Okay, so we're leaving Waimea town right now. The last outskirts is this Fish and the Hog restaurant right here. And we just passed the gas station, but we are going east towards Honoka'a right now. So the house is about a mile and a half outside of Waimea town. If we were to continue on this road for about 15 minutes, we would get to Honoka'a town, which is on the northeast side of the island. It's where Waipio Valley is at. So we'll drive this for a little bit and then we'll get to the neighborhood. Okay, so we're coming up to Pu'unani Street on the left hand side, making this left turn. The subdivision neighborhood is on a slope, so I will, and the property is all the way at the top. So try my best to take video of the surrounding neighborhood. There's a few older homes, like this one that we're going to be looking at is in the 1970s, and then a few new constructions. Lots of nice homes here. Some are a little bit aged, but still well taken care of. So this is a pretty typical day. It's partly cloudy here. In Waimea Town, it was a little bit less cloudy, but still partial clouds. Really nice and cool. Sorry, recording back and forth. It looks like so hopefully it doesn't make you dizzy, but trying to just show you all the different houses that are nearby. So this one straight ahead. Oh, I just turned away, but straight ahead is new construction. Looks like it's gonna be a real nice one. And then the house is actually 3 doors up to the right, and I passed by it on accident. So it's actually right to the right there, that driveway that I just passed. Didn't even realize it, so I'll have to turn around. But I guess it's good just to check it, the rest of the neighborhood. Okay, so here we are parked. This is the view off in the distance. That's Mauna Kea off in the distance, and then what would be Kailua Kona and Kohala area. So this is facing basically southwest off into the distance. And as we walk in, there's the laminate floors. You can see right here was the fireplace, what used to be the fireplace, but it's actually still penetrated through the roof. One would need to get a new fireplace. It can just be a gas or electric or a wood burning one. Right here's laminate floors that they have. You can see there's a couple gaps as I'm pointing right here and right here. It's just the contraction of the different weather patterns that come through, and it's probably an older laminate that's not as good as the newer ones. The vinyl ones are really good. Here's another angle of the living room. And a shot of the backyard looking upslope towards the neighbors. It has good privacy, so all that right there is ginger. Here's the kitchen space. We have laminate countertops and hardwood cabinetry. Looks to be in real good shape. So a good kitchen space. Doesn't need too much changes. You can do a little bit of updating. So right there is a den space that splits between the living area and the 2-car garage. So we have a linoleum tile here. Access space. And washer dryer set up with a half of a water heater, so it'd be sufficient for 1 to 2 people. And then off of that is a shower and toilet and sink. Could use some updating. There's a walk or step up into the shower. Has a little bit, you'll see those rust stains right there. That's actually the corner bead. It's an older 1970s metal corner bead that they don't use anymore. The shower had some cracked tiles too. Off of this is the 2-car garage, which is actually pretty large. Pretty big space. It has 2 sets of areas for additional storage. One right here. And one right here. Aluminum windows throughout too. Very common in the 70s. And this is that corrugated siding or roofing that's actually used as a fencing. I couldn't tell. I think that's the neighbor property. Pretty sure. So carpet here. You'll find out that there's like 5 different types of flooring in the house. So first bedroom here. Pretty standard rooms. Facing out towards Waimea town, towards Kona side. So that's another different type of flooring. Second bedroom with an orangish yellow paint. I think this is another type of laminate flooring. So I would just totally rip this out and put new flooring in. And some added privacy between the 2 houses. So I'm pointing just towards Waimea town. And off of this right here, the hallway is the primary bedroom, facing towards the rear of the property. Half bath in the primary. Another set of flooring. I'm going to zoom in right here. This just looks like separation, and maybe water got in there at one point, but it is all separated. So here's another set of flooring. Like I said, a lot of different stuff going on here, pointing it out. Almost walked past the bathroom. So here's the hallway bath. Pretty standard setup, tub, toilet, vanity. No issues from what I can see there. Okay, so headed to the front yard. From what I can tell, this is the probably cesspool. Right here, I'm showing the gutter systems kind of all over the place. Would probably need to be updated at some point, but looks like somebody had sprayed pesticide here. But just the hole right there, it looks like a common cesspool. I'll have to investigate that further. So just walking the outside of the property, and I'll try to get underneath in a couple shots ahead. So walking to the back rear part of the property, you can see I'm pointing to the pin. You can see the orange and blue flag. And it's on posts and piers, which is super common here. It actually helps with airflow underneath too. And I'm panning towards this kind of brown spot. I'm not too sure what that is. It doesn't look like a water pathway, but it looks like they sprayed that on purpose. You can see that one up ahead too. So shrubbery bordering the property. And this is the white doors to the den area, or right off the laundry. And then this is the garage. So there's a back pin right there too, the orange flag, orange and pink flag. And then you can see the corrugated siding roofing from there. And then you can see a little bit of wear and tear from the weather on this fascia, which is one of the first things that gets hit with the weather. And then I'm about to zoom in. I think this is just the ridge cap underneath, like the membrane underneath. So it looks like it's coming apart from up there. Hard to tell though. And then you can see their gutter system. So they have these huge, massive, like 6-inch pipes for their gutters that run down to the side of the property, and I'll show you a bit more in detail. My daughter was with us today. We were having a little family day too. So you can see right here, there's a little bit of a divot in the land, which is most likely overflow for a stream, and it runs to that with this gutter system, and then the corrugated pipe right there, kind of not set up in the best possible way. You can see the will run off that direction, but it's obviously a smallish hole that's probably going to run off where my car is parked also. So if it has a super heavy rain, it's going to run off into the street. So that would probably need to be trenched out a bit better. So right there is the water hookup. I just wanted to show underneath the house. It's on post and pier blocks, super common. They look all in pretty good shape from what I can tell. I have a post and pier house myself, or the one that we had sold, and did quite a bit of work underneath there. So that looked pretty good. Okay, so another shot underneath. Looks like a random shoe there. But looks like in pretty good condition. So walk the front of the property now. So I'm just pointing towards Waimea town, just so you get your bearings. So it looks like they dug out part of the land right here. I don't know. It looks like they were going to do a carport or something, because there is electrical power, but it is dug out. It's a pretty steep driveway right there coming up to it. So you're going to have the garage door open and make a clean run up to it. Reversing wouldn't be too bad of a problem. But that right there looks like it had electrical. And then as we walk down the property, you'll see they have their water runout is buried underneath the ground, then comes out right there, goes down there. So it looks like sufficient drainage in the properties. It's obviously a known thing that they're going to get some rain runoff, so the properties make sure to do their job with that. So just wanted to show the immediate neighbors nearby. This guy had some like screens, shades up like that. You can see he had a slightly cracked window. And so looking at the other side of the street had it also, or had drainage. So I wanted to show the roof line, the fireplace setup too, you can see. Roof looked to be in good condition from what I could tell. And then just showing the neighbor property for you. And then just driving back down the property just so you can, or the neighborhood, just so you can take a look at it. All right, and then I made a left out of the subdivision towards Honoka'a. So I wanted just to show the landscape over here, very heavy into ranching. You'll see a ton of cows, horses, grazing land, nice sweeping ocean views here. Just a really pretty landscape.